Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I've got something to tell you. Last week my plan was to go back to the gym for 3 times, like a slow start Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we did. So that was great news. I'm happy that we got there. The only hiccup so far was the drinking department. Did I drink every day? I think I drank every alternate day or something like that. You know that that's been my struggle, always has been my struggle, the drinking. So why is a Chinese woman so obsessed with drinking alcohol? Because in Singapore, you are socializing, you don't just drink for the sake of drinking. So why is it such a big thing for me, and why is it that it's so hard for me to kick? It's because that's my escape. People go for walks or they do meditation. Can you imagine me doing meditation? I've got a monkey brain, okay? It doesn't like to be still and not think of anything. So are there other ways to strengthen your mental capacity? Yes, it doesn't have to be meditation. But today is not about that. Today is about, if I'm on this health journey, why haven't I cut that entire monster component of my life out? I'll reach my goal a lot faster. You have seen it. I don't drink for 5 days. It reflects on my body. So since the reward is so quick, why do I not stop? Very simple reason. This whole journey to 50 is not about getting skinny, remember? It's about still enjoying life, but improving on the areas that I can improve on so that I can be the best version of me, okay? Without giving up too much. I just can't. I can't go to that kind of extreme. It's not me. Then life is not fun anymore. To me, fun is very important in all aspects of my life. That's the reason why. And I also learned in the past year that if I choose to do it, that actually has an impact on the weight gain. If I choose to drink, I don't have the scarcity mindset that, oh, I'm not supposed to, or the stress, like, oh, I'm not supposed to, so, you know. And with stress, your body holds on to weight when it's stressed because it doesn't know the difference between, are you stressed because you're mentally stressed, or are you stressed because you are physically, mortally in trouble? Okay, this is the thing you need to know about our brains. It doesn't know anything up here, as in the emotion-wise. It doesn't know. That's why CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, is such a big thing and it's such a huge success, because we act like the way we want to feel until we actually feel that way. Make sense? So if you are, it's like fake it till you make it. There is scientific backing to that. You keep faking this confidence until you actually start to believe in it, because then your brain starts to catch on, and because you have been exhibiting those traits, then your brain starts to believe. How about that? Our brains don't know when you're stressed. It doesn't know whether is it, oh, you're worried because you're going to get attacked or you're going to starve for the next 20 days. It doesn't know. All it knows is the physiological responses that your body is showing, which is signs of stress. And what does stress do? They'll think that maybe a famine is coming, maybe you're not going to have food for the next 30 years, exaggeration. So it starts to hold on to the fat. And besides that, it also slows down your metabolism. This is just part of it, okay? This is not the entire thing. This is just part of a theory why people hold on to weight, because then your body is getting ready for fight or flight. That's why it's shutting down everything else and storing resources so that you can use it when the time comes when you need to fight your enemies. I've been emphasizing this a lot on this entire journey to 50. The most important lesson I've learned so far is choose. Choose to eat the food you want to eat. Choose to exercise because you finally understand what a privilege it is to be able to use your body. And if you want to have that drink, man. Life's too short. What's the point if you look fabulous, but oh no, I'm sugar-free, I'm gluten-free, I'm taste-free. Let's not do that. Let's find a moderation somewhere where we can still eat and enjoy what we like and still look the way we want to look. I truly believe it is very, very possible. So what are the 2 things? Number 1, make the choice. Number 2 is don't stop. I was thinking back about my own weight loss process. There is a lot of stop and start, a lot, okay? Every time I go off the bandwagon, so as they say, have a bad weekend or have COVID, like what just happened, couldn't exercise for over 2 weeks, then I'll start to think it's gone out of control, I'm just gonna have to restart, so I might as well stop. It is the stopping that's the problem, because the stop becomes weeks, becomes months, and before I know it, I would have put back the weight that I've lost previously. So what has changed this time around? I didn't stop. Okay, if I needed to take a break, I did, but not once did I say, oh, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, or this is gone to shit. I just tell myself, you know what, it's okay. It's okay to just have a rest, and we can start back when I feel better. And the starting back, I didn't even wait for very long because I want to reach a goal. I want to prove to myself that it can be done, and I want it so badly. I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. It's so much nicer now that I can fit into more of my clothes, and I don't like the nothing to wear. I'm sure many of you can relate. It's just hateful, the nothing to wear. So let's not let ourselves go there again. So there is just, so far, the biggest piece of advice that I can give you that I have learned so far is, if you want to eat something, choose to do it. Choose to do it without guilt so that you don't carry stress in your mind, which will then be interpreted by your brain, and then you hold on to weight. That's not what you want. Just choose and then enjoy. Enjoy fully, because this is what life is about. Life is about enjoyment. So let's enjoy. And the next thing is, like I said, not stopping. If you're sick, you need to take a break, take a break. Don't worry about when you can go back, because you know you're not stopping. You don't have the, I'll start back on Monday, I'll start back on... There's no such thing. You know that you will. Just trust that. Accept that this is going to be your lifestyle, and we'll just get back on when you feel better. So last week I did my 3 days, and because I was drinking more often than I anticipated myself to, I got an extra bit of walk in so that I'm paying for my drinking. Okay, so there's always something you can do. So if you feel like drinking like the way I did, oh, I remember why. Because I didn't work for 2 weeks, so I put all my client calls together, and it was quite hectic, and my brain wouldn't shut down. So I use it as a form of escape. I use it as a form of relaxation. That's how I do it. Although I exercise during the day, come evening time, I'm so tired and my brain won't shut down. I'm like, oh, I'm over this, so I'll just have a drink. I didn't even have a lot. Usually I just have one. And because I know I don't want it to show on my hips, I chose very carefully the type of alcohol I'm drinking, okay? Because ultimately, it is about the amount of calories that's going into your body and leaving the body, okay? So let's be smart about the choices. So what I have been drinking is 0 sugar tonic with gin. So one of the best choices you can have is actually vodka or gin, the white hard liquor, yeah, because they don't carry extra sugar. Like brandy and whiskey, they will have extra sugar, okay? Or you can have a spritzer if you prefer wine. I think these days they have like really low calorie beer. I've got one in the fridge actually that I'm meant to try. I think it's like 60 calories or something. Hasn't been beer weather though, that's why I haven't been drinking. But if I do, you can see my handle, Instagram handle in the caption. So that's where I do all the food reviews and all that. Maybe I'll add it into YouTube. Let me know what you think. So for this week, our plan, myself and Julian, is to go back to the gym for 4 days. Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Friday. That's the plan, okay, for this week. And we'll stick on that routine for 2 weeks, and we might up the game and go 5 times. And why am I going 5 times? Because Julian wants to build muscles, so we need to work more consistently, like doing one body part, 6 exercises per workout. I think that's it. Let me know if you've got any more questions in the caption. Like I said, the biggest thing I can share with you, just don't get defeated and then stop. Just take the rest you need, and then set an end date to the rest. Tell yourself, I was starting to feel better on Wednesday 2 weeks ago, and I thought, no, I'll just give myself the rest of the week so that I'm properly rested, and then I'll be ready. Then you're well and truly ready, rather than you're forcing it and then you go back and then you feel bad and you feel yuck because you're not properly recovered. So do that. Often people say you do yo-yo dieting because you jump in and out, in and out. How is this different from yo-yo dieting? Yo-yo dieting is you jump on and you jump on and you stay on for like maybe 10 weeks, 12 weeks, and then when you stop, you go back to your original lifestyle. I didn't. I only stopped one part. So I couldn't exercise, but I compensated on the food. I ate less. So there are a lot of things you can do. If you, like I said before, if you know there's an event coming, you can pre-plan for it. Start eating less so that you're saving the calories for that day. Or if it's unplanned and you have gone and enjoyed yourself, that's okay. You can pay it forward. You can pay it back. After the event, you can eat less or you can exercise more. There are always ways around it. So the difference between what I'm doing and yo-yo dieting is I don't stop and go back to what I was doing. doing. If I was resting, it was a very deliberate rest, but other precautions have been put in place, if it makes sense. So when I couldn't exercise during COVID, I was eating less. And when I could start exercising, like I said, I needed to have a drink. So I put in extra walks so that I'm paying back for the alcohol that I was drinking. Truly though, truly, the key is not stopping. The key is making this switch, that this is now my lifestyle, and I adjust accordingly to life's plans, because life throws us again. If you look down my episode, life happens all the time. The dog dying, and then COVID, all sorts of drama. So how do we then not let that throw us? Is that we're very clear, we have a destination in mind, and this is it. We just adjust accordingly. It's like a dish. You cook something and you adjust to taste. You adjust to make it taste like the way you like it. And I believe that this is the key. I truly do. But for the next 6 months, we'll be working a lot harder, because Julian's got a goal and so do I. I've got a look I want to get to, and so does he. I think this is it. So any comments, just leave it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. That's it. I'll see you next week.